Jill, thank you very much.
Okay,
you know,
all the best.
doesn't
All the best,
matter how many hundreds of matches Ronnie O'Sullivan plays.
Barry Hawkins to break.
It's always a special occasion when the Rocket takes to the table. And historically, one has to say, Barry Hawkins has brought the best out in O'Sullivan. Will that be the case this evening? One thing you can say, never underestimate Hawkins.
No, you're dead right, Phil. And I don't think Ronnie certainly will do that. He knows, and you could hear from his interview there, there's great respect for Barry Hawkins. Oh, good starter from Ronnie O'Sullivan. Wasn't the best part of his game in his first round win against Ali Carter. Well, he certainly scored pretty good when he was in amongst them. But that will certainly give him a bit of confidence, not going to first long ball in like that.
Four.
Over the years in these roll-on, roll-off situations, when O'Sullivan has gone on second and had to wait, sometimes he's been a little vulnerable. I will recall the match in the UK Championship when he played Joe Perry. He was all over the place going on second. I suppose he's like a coiled spring waiting for the start. Welcome back, everyone, to the Marshall Arena, where Ronnie O'Sullivan has made a flying start to this last 16 match.
Frame.
A break
Ronnie
of 108.
O'Sullivan to break.
Yeah, just a couple of long pots. And these are a couple of shots, Phil, that Ronnie wasn't really knocking in with great consistency, particularly in the final against Mark Selby last Sunday, and even against Ali Carter. But two wonderful opening reds in that opening frame from Ronnie O'Sullivan. Good confidence boosters.
You know, Ken, O'Sullivan's numbers are gargantuan. He's trying tonight to reach his 123rd ranking event quarter-final. He's currently tied on 122 with our own Stephen Hendry. John Higgins, by the way, is the record holder in that regard with 125. What a great triumvirate, those three.
Yeah. Fantastic record. There's a few more to come, Phil, as well. They're not going to stop there. And there's one thing, of course, that he doesn't get an awful lot of recognition from Ronnie O'Sullivan is the safety. Once again, covering this red down the left-hand side cushion into this left-hand pocket. So Barry's got to be careful here. He's got to cover that as well. And he hasn't. He's left the gap between green and brown. Okay, a good length of cue ball, but I'm sure Ronnie O'Sullivan will be taking this red on. It's not easy. But if he knocks it in, maybe he might. Oh, is he going to? No, he's not going to. Well, he did go for it. I was just going to say, it was not easy, but he made it look very, very easy indeed. And he's on the black, a little bit short, but it's into a blind pocket. The way he's cueing, you don't fancy him missing this.
Well, that opening red, that was a fetch the police kind of shot, wasn't it?
8.
Extraordinary. Accuracy and control combined.
9.
Now, this is always a good bellwether for O'Sullivan. If he knocks these kind of blues in, you know, he's in fine fettle. Not the cleanest, but it did find the target.
14.
Yeah, I didn't go into the middle of the pocket, but he won't mind. As long as it goes in, he's nicely
15.
in position still. Doesn't have to play any cannons just yet. There's plenty of reds available.
$20. $21.
May have to play a little delicate cannon onto the reds just above the black. Yeah, if he stuns into the red directly above the black, if you can push the cue ball through another couple of inches, he'd be on the red to the left here. Just didn't get a full ball connection. It's gone slightly
28.
wrong. He's still got a red cut back here, but he's got to be careful of the cue ball. Oh, that's a lovely shot. Excellent.
29.
Beautifully played.
$32.
When he struck that particular shot, he got no idea how the cue ball was going to react in that manner. He thought it was fine. But as the cue ball was going towards the cushion, I think he realised he'd overcooked it.
Yeah, he just struck the cue ball so well.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 32.
Just have a look at the cue ball here. He's just trying to play off the side cushion and leave it somewhere there, but it just keeps rolling and rolling. Got into it so much. Oh, good shot.
1.
It's not on the black, but it was a good pot to the right centre for Barry Hawkins. That's the first red that he's been able to have a go at in the opening exchanges of this match. And it's only going to bear 1 point.
Barry Hawkins, 1.
Once again, tight to that ball cushion. Excellent judgment of pace. And I'm sure when Barry Hawkins maybe watched the final on Sunday night and even watched Ronnie O'Sullivan against Ali Carter, he would probably coming into this match thinking, well, I'm going to get a few chances to get Ronnie O'Sullivan, but he's been more or less sat down with it for a frame and a half so far, Phil.
Yes, rendered powerless, as so many over the years have been. Still early days, though.
Well, if there's one quality Barry Hawkins does possess, it's certainly patience. And that was an excellent return of safety.
Hawkins needs to replicate what he did in the first round against Ricky Walden. He played particularly well. Breaks of 90, 55, a 66 clearance to pinch the fourth frame from 65-0 down on the black. And then he finished off with a run of 112. Needs that sustained scoring in this one.
He's a classy player, isn't he? When he's on his game, he's a match for anybody. Wonderful match player. Another possible long pot here for Ronnie O'Sullivan. He's got to cue this one well. Yeah, not a problem at the moment. That was a lovely shot. You had to dig right down in the cue ball there, create the wide angle for this red. Looks fairly straightforward, but sometimes you can get into them too much and just misjudge them. But he seems to be judging everything very well at the moment, Ronnie O'Sullivan.
Don't know whether you agree, Ken, but he seems to be delivering the cue with greater authority than he did at any point in the Scottish Open last week, even though he got to the final.
Yeah, he just looks sharper, doesn't he? I don't know whether he's had a little bit of practice. He said he hasn't, but I don't know. It looks certainly a lot more at ease with himself and confident in his cueing, and a lot of tip problems, of course, last week, but
23.
He looks a lot better. There were certainly signs of it against Sally Carter, but tonight looks even more sharper.
$24.
So 55 ahead, O'Sullivan. That means the pink is frame ball.
$30.
Extra red for good housekeeping.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 31.
Well, Hawkins decides to come back. I think that was a borderline decision.
Yeah, I don't blame him at all, to be honest. I don't think he's coming back to play for Snookersville. I think he's just come back to get a little bit of table time and pot a few balls, because, you know, he's been out there 20 minutes and he's only potted one red. This is no good, I don't think. This is not going to bounce for the red to the right of the black. Yeah, he's going to...
Barry Hawkins, 3. Frame conceded, frame...
Well, two very one-sided frames, both go in favour of the game's biggest star. Ronnie O'Sullivan, very swiftly. Hawkins, in just 21 minutes, O'Sullivan halfway to victory. Now, if he gets through in the quarterfinals, he will play either Yan Bingtao or Kyron Wilson. I can tell you they're on table 2 right now, those two. Wilson leads 1-0. The second frame is just coming up to 41 minutes. Wilson needs a snooker on the brown.
1.
Another beautifully cued long red. This one's not going in. Very difficult shot, that.
1.
Sort of played it in a way. He knew that if he missed it, he'd be leaving it in the jaws of the pocket, so he wasn't going to leave anything for his opponent, Barry Hawkins. This could be one of these re-rack frames here, because we could be playing a lot of safety shots, knocking reds over to the left-hand side of the table, and of course the black is going to cover that pocket, so we could be here for quite a while, let's say. And that won't favour either player.
Yes, in this kind of situation, the balls naturally gravitate around the blocking ball that's over a pocket. And as Ken said, stalemate so often ensues.
It's pretty good.
Foul and a miss. Barry Hawkins 4.
Well, he's having the cue ball put back, I think, without any great hope or expectation. The referee for this one is Ben Williams.
Okay. All right, thank you. Foul and a miss. Barry Hawkins 4.
Yeah, it's a great line, isn't it? But if Barry had a pot into the left centre here, he definitely would have taken it on, but that wasn't available. Now, the interesting thing here is Ronnie O'Sullivan.
Touching ball.
I was very impressed there, Ken. You really ramped up the drama when it was obvious the white was going to hit the reds.
Well, it's happened a few times, hasn't it, Phil? I mean, it happened to me. I did it in the World Championship. Steve Davis did it to me in the final frame in the Irish Masters a long time ago. Lost the frame and, of course, lost the match. I was devastated. Not.
Yes, it was 4 each. Davis missed the red 3 times, as Ken said. The referee said foul. Frame in match to Ken Doherty, and there was a stunned silence in golfs. For just a few seconds, then people realised and they were cheering.
Now, the only way this is going to get resolved, Phil, is somebody knocks the black in. Because at the moment, I'm going to be playing quite a number of safety shots with reds. Galvanising towards this black over the left corner pocket. maybe a chance here. Unless Ronnie gets a cover on the blue. It doesn't look like it. So a chance for Barry Hawkins.
One.
Excellent pot. And now is he on the black? Is there a gap? The pot, the black. He's on the blue, of course. But can he get through to the black while he's coming around to the blue? So, obviously not. Well, maybe he could pot the black there. Obviously thinks the blue is easier, being a left-hander. Yeah, good shot.
Six.
Imperative that at this visit Hawkins makes his presence felt.
Seven. $14. $15.
There's plenty of reds available here. Red below the pink. Red just left of the black. He's gone for the one just left of the black. And
20.
Clear these two reds left of the black, because that would open the black up into both corner pockets. Oh, Barry. Well,
Barry Hawkins,
trying
20.
to hold for the pink into the right centre. Just got too much on it.
Barry Hawkins, 20.
Well, barring a kick, which that wasn't, that's one of the easiest balls you'll ever see a top-level professional miss. And there's another.
I beg your pardon. You could hear the sigh from Ronnie O'Sullivan. He couldn't believe it. He hasn't left this easy at all. He's queuing through two reds. He's got to be careful he doesn't foul the red with his cue. No. Wow. Well, can you believe this?
One.
What a cracking shot that was. Not just to swerve around and pot it, but to hit it as thick as he did, which helped holding the cue ball.
Six.
Yeah, that was a nice shot. Play for this red left of the black. As I said, this will open up the black into both corner pockets.
Seven.
Nice and straight on the black. You can just roll the red in for the red just below the black. And that will just clean up the congestion around this black spot.
14. 15. $22. 23. 30.
Doesn't want to be too straight on this. Minimal angle.
31.
But he had manoeuvrability.
A clever little shot there.
38.
Needed a full ball kiss on that red to hold for this red over the bottom left hand corner pocket. And he played it to perfection.
Don't be fooled by the proximity of the red to the pocket, though. This isn't easy. He made it look
39.
easy.
Still not got a great angle on this black. Would have liked to have a bit more of a straighter angle that he could screw back for those reds near this left hand side cushion. May have to manoeuvre the cue ball in and out of balk here. Oh, this looks very good. If he misses this red, it could be very good. He's managed to just hit it, but he's still
46.
okay.
$47.
Yeah, once again, just a little bit short of pace, a little shake of the head from Ronnie O'Sullivan. If he was a bit straighter on the black, he could screw back almost in a direct line and try and nudge one of those reds. He's looking at the possible two-ball plant.
$54.
There you see the line, but there's a lot of distance between these two reds. It's not easy, this. No, great shot. Excellent
55.
shot.
57.
Well, he's certainly got the alignment for this shot. He's knocked in a couple of reds like this down the rail, this time left-handed. And I'll tell you what, Ken, talk about
58.
making something from nothing.
Well, it's incredible. And even that shot, screwing back left-handed. Back for the blue. Oh, this is going dangerously close to the middle pocket.
Foul.
Yeah.
Ronnie
Not
O'Sullivan,
allowed to
58.
touch the cue ball,
5.
Ronnie.
Barry Hawkins.
He was nearly plucking it out of the pocket there. He's trying to get close to that red on the left-hand side. Watch him have a look. Maybe grab the white and then just realise he's not allowed to touch it. Otherwise, of course, it has to be sanitised. So Barry Hawkins 26 points behind. Go Going for the back cross double and played it very nicely.
Certain players have the eye for a double, and Hawkins has already shown throughout his career he's one of them.
Good attempt from Barry Hawkins. Try and nudge that red off the side cushion. So it's going to be down to a little dogfight on this last red here.
Barry Hawkins, 8.
And that's pretty good. May just have the right edge of the red running here.
Those 45-year-old mince pies are still working.
I'm not quite sure what he's got to cover here. We'll soon find out. He maybe just have enough of this red, has he? Maybe not. Pink just in the way. But it's in the way for a snooker, but not off the cushion. Now, how's his luck? Is he on the yellow? I think he is. It's a nice slice of luck from Barry Hawkins there. Had to play it off the cushion. No.
He's
got away with it.
Well, he's riding his fortune in this frame. Remember the in-off from O'Sullivan to end the 58 break, then the fluke, and now the fluke snooker.
Foul and a miss. Barry Hawkins 4.
Could be a free ball as well here.
Free ball.
Yeah, free ball. Now, will he take it on? Wouldn't be a...
Back.
No, I was going to say, it might be a bad idea to try and bring the pink out into the middle of the table.
Yes, especially with Hawkins being left-handed.
Can we fine-tune it, Ronnie? Can you help me fine-tune it? Yeah, you okay? We can't check with that, we don't have it on. Can you get it up on there for me?
Now, Ben Williams is actually saying that they haven't got the playback facility for the cue ball to be replaced precisely.
Is that where it was before? Not showing me where it was before and before now. Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
So,
just
he's checking with the cameraman, and that's pretty close.
It's further this way slightly, isn't it?
Just needs to come a little
bit
more down the
further.
table.
Yeah.
Using that camera, by the way. Slightly back.
I don't think it's going to make much difference. I think Ronnie is still going to play the same shot. So,
yeah, I think it's gone. Can I have it back?
yeah,
Tell on this.
needs to go back slightly, but
They're going to help me.
yeah, maybe a bit more.
Yeah,
a
little bit more.
Yeah.
Towards the blue. Keep going. More. More.
One more little roll. That's pretty good.
Is that okay?
that's taken longer than the first 2 frames, Phil. What do you reckon?
Yeah, I was listening to Ben Williams actually before the match got underway, and I got the impression there'd been some kind of technical glitch. So our cameramen are the best in the business, and there they play an important role. And for Hawkins, at least, it was worth waiting for.
Yeah, he got a big slice of luck, didn't he, when he missed that yellow? And now a chance to steal the frame.
Two.
11 points behind, so he's had a look at the score. Green, brown, blue and pink would put him 7 points in front, with still 7 remaining. So the shot will be from
5.
pink to black for sure. Oh, lovely little shot there to bring the pink into play.
It was, but this blue now is the definition of a pressure shot.
$14.
Equal to the task.
Yeah, but he's going to need another good shot here. Deep screw. Needs the pink and also cue ball down towards this black. This is a big shot. Oh, doesn't want to hit the knuckle. Oh, if it stops
20.
there. Oh, wow. Well, anything but that little knuckle off the middle pocket and he would have been on this black. So 7 points in the lead, but still 7 remaining.
Barry Hawkins, 20.
Hawkins, of course, is favourite to win the frame now, but at least O'Sullivan's in there fighting.
Yes, Phil, and for all the big breaks and the century breaks, you can't beat a black ball decider, can you? I love these frames. Bit of cat and mouse on the black. Who's going to eke out the best possible chance for themselves? Great return of safety from Barry Hawkins. And another one from Ronnie O'Sullivan. I'd be happy with that.
Sauntering round the table there suggests he might be trying to cut this one in. It's very thin. Well, a valiant attempt, wasn't it? But not quite thin enough.
Ronnie O'Sullivan,
Barry
7.
Hawkins had 3 slices of fortune
Ronnie was going out
at the end of that frame, and he still couldn't nail it. Ronnie O'Sullivan thought he'd won the frame outright. No, Ronnie, one more ball to go.
The call, Barry. Heads to tail, your choice, wasn't it?
That was funny, wasn't it? I thought he won the frame. So Barry Hawkins wins the toss, and Ronnie have the first shot. Bit short of pace, this. It's not a good one.
That could have finished a lot more benevolently for O'Sullivan.
This is not easy. It's an awkward angle, awkward cueing. And this is very, very tough indeed. And it depends on which way he plays it. He plays it more in the middle of the white. He tried to play it playing ball and may have got away with it. Now Barry Hawkins has already played a double in this frame. Will he play another one? It's certainly on. Both players had a chance. Will Barry Hawkins get another one?
The answer, Ken, is no. A dramatic frame. Hawkins can't complain about a lack of fortune in that frame, and yet he still lost it on a re-spotted black. Ronnie O'Sullivan. On the other table, I can tell you, Kyron Wilson has retaken the lead against Yan Bingtao at 2-1. And Wilson is also in the balls in frame 4
Thank
early
you.
on.
The fourth frame. Ronnie O'Sullivan to break. One.
Good pot from Barry Hawkins, and the red's just above and to the right of the black. Will pot into the left corner pocket so he can drop this blue in and try and get on one of those reds.
Six. Seven.
That was nicely played. It's okay being a left-hander. Okay, I'd love to cue ball to run just another 3 or 4 inches, but he can cut this black in and stay on either of these reds into the same pocket. It's pretty good.
Their world final in 2013.
14.
Not really regarded as a classic, and I don't know why, because in terms of quality it most certainly was. O'Sullivan made 6 centuries in that match in winning 18-12. Hawkins contributed a couple of them. And he played better, I thought, to be runner-up than several champions have played in the finals they've won. Present company excepted, of course.
I was just going to say, why are you looking at me when you say that, Phil?
22. 23.
I used to like you, Phil.
I was talking to you, Ken. I wasn't looking at you accusingly.
Yeah, he's a class act, Barry Hawkins, and he hits the ball. He's got a nice pace about him.
28.
Cues the ball very sweetly, and when he gets going, he can really score.
29. 36.
Now when he plays this red, he may bring another red or two into the open here. Screw back for the blue.
37.
Just a little bit too far. I keep saying how well this table has been playing and how fast. And that's a prime example there. Had to hit it with a little bit of pace just to split those reds. He's going to need a good shot here in the green with the rest. Once again. Now watch this.
40.
Cue ball, just when it hits the cushion, you think it's going to stop, and it just keeps running and running. And once again, even from that green with the rest, he was trying to put it in an area, just put that red into the right centre, and just look how far he's overrun. He's still got this up into the top left-hand corner pocket, the yellow pocket as we call it. It is missable though, particularly when you're 3-0 behind. Especially when you're 3-0 behind.
Barry Hawkins, 40.
Yes, and even though he's got the cover on the red over the pocket, another one is available.
One.
Oh, and that really is about it. It gets another awkward red into the open and perfect position on the blue as well.
Six. Seven.
Listen, Ronnie will be putting that extra bit of concentration in to try and finish the match here and now. And from this opportunity, there is one difficult red, of course, that one.
14.
Yeah, the right-hand side cushion. We won't worry about that just yet.
15.
But it'll certainly be in his mind very shortly. He'll try and clear some of these reds up around the pink area.
20. 21. 28. 29.
'Now what would be going through his mind is, how am I going to either get that red off that right-hand side cushion,
35.
or am I just going to get behind it and roll it
36.
down into this bottom right-hand corner pocket. Maybe only Barry's saving grace.
$42.
He's absolutely flying around the table. He's,
43.
almost hitting the cue ball just as the referee respots the colours here. He's certainly in the mood. Okay, this is the big shot. Pot this, maybe
50.
screw up for blue. Excellent.
51.
Yeah, didn't fancy him missing that because down the rail, down the side rails, these pockets have been quite accommodating. And that was perfectly accurate anyway. You know, for all of his success against Hawkins over the years, he's only whitewashed him on one occasion. 2017 Shanghai Masters. Is this going to be the second?
I'll tell you what,
56.
Phil. He had an anxious wait there for the referee to respot that blue. Look how close it was.
57.
Being snookered. Just about enough. Well, that was just careless. Very careless indeed.
57.
Didn't have to play the brown like that at all. Could have easily played the green, and that will annoy him.
Two.
And you know this game, Ken? You know this game in an hour's time, if it's 3 each, we'll be thinking about this.
Well, he did all the hard work, didn't he? Well, hold on, this may not be over just yet. I don't think this brown pot's past the pink. It certainly doesn't. That was a poor shot from Barry Hawkins. Okay, he can play the easy snooker behind the pink, but what an opportunity to win the frame once again.
5.
Trying to go by the brown, have it into the left centre pocket. Another chance maybe. Not easy. Tight underneath this cushion, but definitely take it on, you'd feel. Could play the snooker.
Four.
Excellent pot.
Nicely cued, wasn't it? And he's okay on this blue. Okay, he has to use the rest, but it's almost dead straight.
Nine.
Overscrewed it. We'll have to go in and out of balk.
$15.
Nicely done. The match goes on. Will the snooker gods punish Ronnie O'Sullivan for that missed brown? We'll find out across the board because on the other table, that's the scoreline in favour of Kyron Wilson, who just took the fourth frame with a break of 87. Playing nicely is Wilson. Well, he caught that grossly thick.
Yeah, Barry would probably have a go with the red. It's right of the blue spot if the yellow wasn't in his way or hampering his cue action. So that's why he's just going to play this red. Going to play a good safety shot here. Just had a quick look to see as he covered the reds down this left-hand side of the table. He certainly has. So. A couple of choices here for Barry Hawkins. Could play this red into the left corner pocket and swing it around the back of the black.
One.
Good pot, but too pacey.
Barry Hawkins, one. Thank you.
Went across the face of the brown rather than right and behind it.
Oh, so bad.
Well, the red is on to middle.
I wonder, could he play on the blue here? He may go up for brown or green, but could play for the blue.
What?
Yeah, not a bad choice. Straight pot with the rest. The proximity of the red just left of the blue makes this shot a little bit easier. You can just hold for that red into the left centre pocket. Normally pretty proficient with the rest, Barry Hawkins.
You've seen it happen
6.
countless times, but isn't it amazing how the atmosphere of a match changes with just one mistake? One glaring mistake in this case.
Yeah, very careless brown miss from Ronnie O'Sullivan. Didn't have to play the brown, and particularly the way he played it. It was almost like an exhibition shot he was playing. Could have easily played the green.
7.
Probably would have been back in his hotel by now. However, he's still got a match on here. As you say, Phil, sometimes the snooker gods, they don't forgive you. I mean, he's got a big mountain to climb here, Barry Hawkins. But
11.
you take your foot off the pedal or your eye off the ball when the frame and match is at your mercy.
12.
It can sometimes come back to haunt you. Barry Hawkins will get a little bit of confidence from it, for sure.
17.
Hawkins knows from bitter personal experience you cannot take any match for granted. Some years back now, he was 5-0 up on Nigel Bond in a match at the UK Championship. Lost 6-5.
24.
And let me tell you, it took him a while to get over that.
25.
It can easily happen. You know, a player gets on a roll, he can really a few frames in quick succession, particularly when he's been thrown a lifeline that he didn't expect. That was a wonderful shot. Beautifully played.
32.
Nicely controlled off the cushion. Touch it right hand side. Oh, well, can you believe it? He's
Barry
done
Hawkins,
all the hard work.
32.
He's done all the hard work and missed a straightforward red.
One.
And maybe, Ken, we've just seen why he's not been in a world ranking event quarter-final, Hawkins, since the European Masters in Austria in January this year. It's a lengthy drought for him, that.
6. Seven.
I wouldn't say it's over just yet, but had Barry Hawkins had potted this red, we were looking at least 3-2, only a frame behind. Ronnie O'Sullivan just coming a little bit straight on this blue. But he's still got a lot of work to do to win this frame and match. Red on the left.
12.
Close to the left cushion. Red close to the right cushion. They're going to be the problem balls. He's going to need those.
Yes, and ideally, he wanted to leave that red over the pocket for a rainy day.
So he's got to maybe screw up for that red. That's closest to the pink here. He's got to put it in an area just left of the pink. He's got to judge this nicely. Oh, wow.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 13.
Wow.
4. Barry Hawkins.
He was having problems with his tip last week. Let's hope he hasn't taken a chunk out of his tip just now. Wow.
Didn't sound good, did it?
Foul.
Hawkins living a charmed life.
He's a bit reluctant to take this red off the right-hand side cushion because that's a little bit of protection for him with a 24-point lead. The red that's closest to this bottom right-hand corner pocket, it's a difficult shot to get safe from. The two reds just left of the black. I was just wondering, are they in a bit of a line towards this left-hand corner pocket? It's gone wrong, but it could have been worse. He's left Ronnie a red into the left centre pocket, but certainly not a gimme.
Played that in a sensible way, leaving the cue ball deep in bulk. Had the red gone in, he would have had position on green or yellow. And now he's missed it. He's not done any immediate damage.
Barry Hawkins just shaking his head there. I don't know what to do here. To be honest, I don't know what he's going to do myself. Doesn't want to take the red, as I said, off the right-hand side cushion. Very difficult to get safe off the red that's close to the bottom right-hand corner pocket. Can't leave the cue ball down this top end of the table near the black spot because the red just under the black spot. I don't blame him taking this much time. And of course, getting the cue ball back into the bulk area, you've got that red that's near the brown, so there's a lot of difficulties here for Barry Hawkins. What do you do? Don't know what to do, he says. Okay, so he's going to try and come off this side cushion, hit this red, knock it up the table and try and get the cue ball back into the box. Some shot this will be. Definitely settle for that. That's pretty good from there. Okay, he's left the red for Ronnie O'Sullivan once again. Not easy, this. No. All of a sudden, Ronnie O'Sullivan feel has slightly gone off the boil. He came out flying in the first few frames, but looking at his tip anxiously as well, particularly after that missed cue.
Well, for any mere mortal, the little demon would be on the shoulder now saying, if you lose this, you'll never forgive yourself.
Well, he wants to take this red on, but this is fraught with a lot of danger. It's one of those where you're screwing back into bulk, playing it as almost like a shot to nothing. It's pretty good.
Brown and a miss. Ronnie O'Sullivan 4.
Needed to catch that by a whisker. Didn't make any contact at all. O'Sullivan doesn't even bother standing up. Play again, he says.
Thank you.
Yeah, such a difficult shot, this particular one that he's going to attempt. Well, he did it the first time. It needs almost a perfect connection on this red to get it back into balk and keep it safe. Oh, so take the paint off the red here. He's missed it again, and now he's going to be warned. He's got to hit the red this time, otherwise he'll lose the frame and consequently the match. Well, that's a surprise, Phil.
Well, he doesn't like the misrule, and maybe that's his protest against it. The only logical assumption would be that, because surely the white had to go back.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. And now he's got an easy safety shot here as well. So he's sort of, well, he had a pot, and now he could find himself in the position Barry Hawkins was in. So yeah, it's a strange one. It is the rule. I mean, whether he agrees with it or not. I think everybody else on the tour would have been putting them back in for sure. Another excellent safety shot from Ronnie O'Sullivan.
You know, Ken, we've got a very unusual occurrence here tonight. Ronnie O'Sullivan is involved in the last match on. And the reason for that, Kyron Wilson, very impressively, has defeated Yan Bingtao by 4 frames to 1. So Wilson awaits the winner of this.
I just wonder, Phil, if Mark Selby was playing that previous shot, would he have still had the protest against the misrule, or would he put Mark Selby back in the original position? That's a question for Ronnie O'Sullivan, maybe.
Well, you wonder. I don't. I know he wouldn't.
Close to the cushion. That close enough? Okay, thank you.
Desperately needing cover, and because of the robust contact on the brown, none achieved. This match is slowly pivoting.
One. Eight. Nine.
It's not what he would have liked on the pink. Okay, still okay, he could screw it in, but he wanted to have a better angle. Got a screw off the right-hand side cushion with lots of right-hand side, and he's miscued now. Wow, it's all
Barry
happening here.
Hawkins, 9.
And that was a really strange miscue, wasn't it? Not as violent as the one that O'Sullivan had, but still, the pink went so far wide you knew it was.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, for me, has lost complete focus in this match. Maybe that miscue, maybe the brown that he missed. He had the match at his mercy. Oh, this has gone wrong for Barry Hawkins. He's going to knock a red over this corner pocket. Now, he won't get a better chance than this, you would feel.
One.
Nicely played.
And if you can get to the colours, it's all short work because 5 of the 6 colours are behind the
8.
baulk line.
9.
But something tells me, Phil, there may be just a little twist in the storyline tonight. You'd expect Ronnie to win the frame match from here, but you just never know. You just never know.
Now this shot, he had a black
16.
like this last night against Ali Carter. Not identical, but similar, which he didn't knock in, but that one was okay.
17.
This is not good. Not good at all.
23.
Tough shot, this. Oh, he's played that
24.
beautifully. Very nicely played, wasn't it?
$31. 33.
So to leave Hawkins requiring a snooker, just green and brown required.
36.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to be messing about on this green. I just had a quick look at the scoreboard.
40.
19 points in the lead, just 18 remaining.
45.
Well, I think it's an exaggeration to say he's made a meal of it, but let's say he's made a snack of it. There's the applause, and there is the victory for Ronnie O'Sullivan, who reaches the quarter-finals of a world ranking event for, would you believe, the 123rd time he beats Barry Hawkins by 4 frames to 1.